going on, everybody? Welcome to Sports Geek. I'm Errol Latibadir. Pleasure to have you. How's everybody doing out there? What a day. I said I was going to come on today, but I wanted to because I wanted to talk about what the Yankees are going to do at the trade deadline. I've been thinking about this, right? With the struggles the team's been going through, with the adversities that they're dealing with right now, with the people on the injured list. Not that some of those people are performing. Well, one or that we know of, but there's people that are injured in the minors that they can't bring up, right? So we could fill those holes, but we can't because they're not available at this moment. So what I suggest that they do, in my opinion, is not to make a flashy trade, but to make a trade that consists of complementary pieces that's going to help this lineup. Let me explain. Rather than going out and getting random people, I think the approach the Yankees should take is looking at people who have performed over the years in big moments, certain situations, people that are clutch performers. Don't worry about batting average right now. Don't worry about pop. You're looking for people who can contribute. Yikes, hit the microphone. Who can perform at a high level, at a Major League Baseball level. And we're going to find those people, right? So here's a list of names that I compiled that are 20 of the most clutch baseball players. Let me see if I could share my screen. I was working on this last night, so hopefully screen. Voila. And what I'll do is this. Hopefully you guys can see that. Right? There we go. So these are the top 20 most clutch players in baseball based on clutch factor, meaning that they can perform in really important situations, like say bases loaded, nobody out. Not that I'm referring to the game yesterday. No, not at all. Just, or any game for that fact. But let's just take a look at them, right? We've got Jorge Soler. He's in Miami. He's an outfielder, so that doesn't work. We've got Jose Ramirez, who's a third baseman. That would work. However, Cleveland's not going to give him up. He's got a super team-friendly contract. I mean, could they give him up? Maybe with the right package, but dude, they'd want a major haul. I'm talking that includes Jason Dominguez and Spencer Jones. Not going to happen. So now this would be a perfect third baseman for the New York Yankees for years, and he's a lefty bat. But let's just say that's not going to happen. But that guy's clutch. Adam Frazier. Baltimore's winning right now. They're not going to trade him. Adam Frazier's clutch. Ezequiel Tovar, Colorado. This one's interesting. He plays shortstop for Colorado. Colorado should be selling, but they're not. They won't do anything with Ryan McMahon, but I wonder if Ezequiel could play third base. He's shortstop. I don't like taking players out of their natural position and moving them elsewhere, but possibly, let's see. Let's see if this could work here. Let me see something. Ezequiel Tovar. So let's look at some stats. Let me share the screen. Share screen. Share. Show on screen. Okay. So, okay. So here we go. So you're looking at someone who Last 7 games, he's batting 269. Okay, that's not bad. That's better than what we're getting from third base, right? 321 on base percentage, 423 slugging. Last 15 games, 241, 262, 448. Last 30 games, 303, 320, 508. Current regular season, he's batting 285 with a 315 and 795 OPS. This would work. This could work if he can play third base, possibly even second base. This does solve a problem, and he's clutch. Let's see, career stats. He's a young guy. He just came up in 2022. His overall MLB batting average career is 263, 296, 430 slug, 720. I mean, you're not getting a bad player here. You're not getting a bad player. I'm just saying, rather than going overboard and getting the big splashy, overpriced trade candidate here to come in and rape the farm system, maybe something like this would work. Maybe a 2-for-1. I don't know. Right? So this could work. Let's go back to our other list. Right? Let's go back here. Let's go hide that one. Put that one back on. Okay. Kyle Tucker, not going to happen. Houston likes that guy. Javier Baez, not going to happen. I don't even see how this guy's clutch, but whatever. Anthony Santander, no, 2 in Baltimore. Wow. And you wonder why they're winning, right? 2 in Baltimore. Not going to happen. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., interesting. I wonder what the haul would be. We do need first base. We do need a first baseman. Would this actually work? Another option. We need a first baseman. Rizzo's out, right? But we have Ben Rice. So why spend the haul to get Vladdy? Elias Diaz, Colorado. Andrew Benintendi, no. Brendan Donovan. Now this one's interesting. I've always liked Brendan Donovan. Let me pull this up here. Share screen. Brendan Donovan. There we go. And I will do this. So Brendan Donovan, he's 27 years old. Bats left, 6'1", 210. Regular 2024 season, 269, 333 OBP, 753 OPS. Not bad. Career is a 279 hitter, almost 280 called. That's a good hitter. 368, 773. Let's see, last 30 games, he's batting 322, 366 with a 478. Last 15 games, 370. Now, St. Louis is not far out of they're kind of winning right now. So they might not want to give this guy up. This guy might take a haul. But the example I'm trying to show here, folks, is that these are the type of players I'm hoping the Yankees will go after. That's what I'm hoping for. The attitude they should be taking is getting players who can perform at a high level and come through. Not just this year, not just last year, but have at least a 3 to 4 year proven track record that they can perform at the major league level. They can field, they can hit, and they're clutch. That's the player you want. That's the complementary pieces you want, not the big, flashy, shiny object. Pieces like that might cost you some farm, guys, down the farm, but if we can pick up people like that, Major League Baseball players, we're looking at a whole different ballgame, right? That's what I'm hoping the Yankees will do at the trade. People that have their head in the game. Yesterday I'm watching a game, I'm listening to Aaron Boone talk after, reporters were asking him a question about Gleyber Torres. He's gonna keep playing. He's gonna keep playing. When they were asked why didn't he hustle to first base, Aaron Boone protected him, said he's protecting his groin. Dude, listen, if Gleyber is still injured, once again, no offense against Gleyber, you can't be in the lineup. If you're running slow to protect yourself from getting hurt, what are you doing playing? Why are the Yankees forcing us? Why they're making themselves lose. If you're still injured, you can't be in the game. I've never heard of such a thing. You can't be in the lineup, man. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. The whole process of how they think is awkward to me. This is not a stupid organization. Yeah, they might act like it at times, but they're not. They can't be. I don't see it. But their blind loyalty, I don't know. God, when we're in Little League, if you didn't hit or play well, did you play? The coach sat your ass on the bench. Listen, if I go to work every day and say I'm a cook, whatever it is, I'm a bank teller or whatever, and if I'm making horrible burgers or I'm not giving people the correct deposits back at the counter, or money back from their withdrawals, they're gonna fire me. If I make lousy tasting hamburgers, they're gonna fire me. If I'm not cooking in a sanitary environment, they will fire me. There's no let me give everyone another chance. You might get a warning, but you do it again, you gotta go, bro. When players don't perform, they shouldn't be rewarded. They should be benched till they figure it out. Because in life, when you go to your job, and if your boss pulls you in that office and he goes, have a seat, and he tells you, he or she, that you're not doing well, and here's the first warning, you bet your ass you've got one foot out the door if you don't come correct in a given time. So what are we doing here? What are we doing here? I would like for them to look at not just the physical attributes of these players, but the mental preparedness and characteristics of these individual players to bring on board to the team, because that's what you need. Clutch players who've got their head in the game. That's the move they have to make. There's got to be some scouting report that says, hey, this guy is a performer. That's the guy that you want. And guys, if it's plural. That's it. That's my opinion. I'm tired of the nonsense that's going on there. My next segment that I want to talk about is, why is Gerrit Cole a winner? And it's straight and simple. I watched him last night and my heart poured out for him. It really did. This is why this guy's a Yankee. And I wish all our players were like this. I'm not saying that they're not. I just know that this is besides Giancarlo, this is the first time I've seen another Yankee player step up and say, yeah, I did poorly. He didn't sugarcoat it. He said, I did not perform last night. I was disappointed in myself and I let the team down. Right there, I don't have anything else to say. Gerrit Cole, you've got a major fan. You're my hero. I mean, I don't have any heroes. There's nobody my hero. My dad's my hero. That's, my family, but I don't make sports professional players my hero. But Gerrit Cole, you're A++ in my book, bro. Because you sat there, you answered the questions. People were asking some stupid questions too. Like, dude, the guy just got back. He's trying to build up his innings, his stamina. He's been out for a while. He's not going to have everything. And the second inning where he was pitching, he threw a lot of pitches. He probably tired himself out. But he said, I was missing locations. Things weren't working. And he took accountability and responsibility for his actions. Not the Aaron Boone line where he was almost there. The fuck game are you watching, man? Just level with us. Just say, hey, what are you talking about? Right? I've got nothing but respect for Gerrit Cole. And he'll get better. I'm not worried about Gerrit Cole. I'm not. Like I said, I think the pitching moves they can make is to get, if they can, another top of the line starter and move some of the current starting rotation into the bullpen, because I think a bullpen piece, they need to get one more bullpen piece. I'm not sure who that could be. Could be Tanner Scott. They need a lefty, a power throwing lefty. He does come with some issues where he's got some control issues, but it seems that he's back on track. So you get a power throwing lefty. I would move Luis Heel to the bullpen and Clark Schmidt to the bullpen. There's your power righties, swing and miss stuff, right? And then you have another top of the line starter with Cole, Rodon, Stroman, Cortez, and obviously a top of the line starter. That's it. That's your rotation. And that's how I'd fix the bullpen. You don't really have to go out except for one lefty. Find a power lefty somewhere. Get rid of some people that are in there. DFA some people, trade them, whatever you want to do. Put a package together for a power lefty. Right? Why not send Caleb Ferguson to Miami for Tanner Scott and give them like 2 prospects? So they're getting a lefty back who's reasonably priced. A prospect or 2. I'm not talking, listen, give them somebody in the top, from top 11 to 20. That's fair. They get a prospect and Ferguson, a lefty to match to put them back in, and we pick up something. And then, like I said, Scott Efro's coming back soon, I think in about less than a month. We can move Luis Heel to the bullpen. There's your power righty to save his arm, save on the innings, swing and miss stuff. When Efros comes back, he'll join that. He doesn't have swing and miss stuff, but still, it's another arm. And you'll have probably Cody Poteet coming back, and maybe, just maybe, there's a few guys in the minors that are no longer injured that you can call up as well. So I don't think you have to look too far for power righties. You have them right here in-house. That way you can save your money and save yourself some prospects in the farm. And I'm sure they know this. I'm not talking out of my ass like I just somehow came up with this stuff. It just it's out there. But that's how I would structure it if I was, assistant GM or whatever. So listen, Gerrit, man, don't beat yourself up. I applaud you for taking responsibility. Thank the Lord that you do. And as a Yankee fan, you can't ask for anything more. He didn't hide. He said I didn't have it last night. And that's no BS. That's cool. That's cool in my book. So with that said, I'm out. I said I was going to come on today, but came on, showed you some players who I think they should try to get. I don't know if they can get them. Brendan Donovan would be a good pickup. Ezekiel Tover from Colorado, if he can play third base or second base, it's an option. It's better than nothing. If Colorado wants to keep Ryan McMahon, fine. But, there's some other guys out there. But that's, like I said, what other clutch baseball players we have? Let me see here. Is there anyone else that we can look at? So Ian Hampton, Chicago's not going to trade him. Justin Turner, he's old. We don't want him. Ha-Sung Kim, that's another one. That wouldn't be a bad pickup either. So there's some options out there. Josh Naylor, Cleveland's not going to trade him. And then Brian De La Cruz in Miami. Well, he's the one at the bottom. But listen, he's top 20. Top 20 guys in baseball that are most clutch. The Yankees, I think 4 or 5 out of here can help. Obviously, would Randy Arozarena be great? Man, that'd be awesome. But we don't need another outfielder, right? He performs clutch, especially in he's not on this list, but he does well in the playoffs. So could the Tampa Bay Rays sell? Maybe. But we don't need another outfielder. So are we going to DH him and clog up another spot? And Dominguez is right there, another month or so, and he's ready to come back. I don't know. I don't think that works. So anyway, what a day. What a day. So like I said, Mets beat the Yankees last night, 9-7. And I just thought about this today. Like, we should go after players that are more mentally in line, that can perform in the big moments rather than just getting somebody that has a high batting average or can hit home runs, but they're horrible when it comes clutch time. They're horrible when the bases are loaded. You can't when Volpe gets on, Soto gets on, and Judge gets on, you got to drive the runs in, man. At least 1 or 2. I mean, that's got to happen. Take a couple pitches, walk. I don't know. That your job is to get on base. But you can't have a game where you squander people getting on base for you and not coming through. And I was trolling through Twitter. I was looking at some of the Yankee stuff. People are like blaming Juan Soto that he doesn't hit enough. Guys, I don't know how to say this. Juan Soto's sole job, his sole fucking job, if you don't get it, is to get on base. Go watch Moneyball, man. I know it's a movie, but listen to what Billy Beane said in the movie. I don't care if it's a freaking walk. I don't care if it's a hit. Get on base. Get on base. There's people behind you that are getting paid to bat you in. That's what Juan Soto does. Can he hit? Yes, he can hit, but he's not going to swing at something that's not a strike. And listen to me. If I was blessed with his eyes, God bless that man. Listen to me. Some of these umps are horrible. And Soto's right. A lot of the balls they're calling strikes are not strikes. They're not. Pretty much, man, if he's arguing something, I'd say 99% of the time that dude is right. There's always 1% error. Of course. But, dude, I mean, that's his job. You can't blame this on him. Aaron Judge walks too. If it's not in his wheelhouse and where it's supposed to be, it's not in the strike zone, why are you swinging at it? That's a sure way to hit a foul out, a pop-up, a wheat grounder, something, because the ball is not where it's supposed to be. Hi, kitty. Hello, kitty. The ball's not there. So the other players behind you should be doing their job by batting or walking or doing something to get you around to score. That's how baseball works. And if the people on Twitter that are giving Juan Soto a hard time or giving the Yankees a hard time, I'm sorry, man, you don't understand how the game works. You're not supposed to swing at garbage. And if you watch baseball from a long time ago and those guys had, hitting disciplines, guys of the past, Robin Yount, I can go on, guys that took pitches. They knew the strike zone. Ken Griffey Jr. was another one. He walked a lot too. You got to know the strike zone, man. You got to have plate discipline. What are you talking about? This guy's supposed to swing at everything. Who does that? Do you just go willy-nilly through life, or do you have a game plan every day when you get up? Oh, I don't know how to do that. I just walk around and hold my dick. What? Have a plan. There's a plan when you go up to the plate. Juan Soto's plan is, if it's a strike, I'm going after it. If it's not, I'm taking my walk. The guy behind me should have the same mentality. If it's a strike, I'm going after it. If it's not, I'm taking my base. That's baseball, man. That's baseball. Guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching me rant. I know I can get crazy sometimes. I appreciate every single one of you. Please like and subscribe. Comment below if you have anything to suggest. And I will see you possibly tomorrow, if not Friday. All right. Have a good day, guys. Talk to you soon.